Hello YouTube. Well, I thought I would put out another totally subjective pipe tobacco review video for everyone. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing Rum Flake. This is from Gawith Hoggarth. The little tin description says for Rum Flake is Virginia's and Burley with flavors of rum, licorice, and vanilla. So let's get this tin opened up. There we go. It comes in a nice little clear plastic pouch, and I can immediately smell the aromas of rum. Yeah, and some licorice. Don't really smell much vanilla. Let's open up the little plastic pouch it's in. Yep, rum and licorice. Yeah, I'm getting some vanilla at the back end there of the tin note, but mostly rum and licorice. It's a nice smell. Here's what it looks like. I'll pull a little flake out. Gawith Hoggarth flakes aren't nearly as pretty and even looking as, say, Samuel Gawith flakes are. Here's a flake pulled out. You can see it's kind of falling apart. But the moisture level on it right out of the tin looks to be pretty good. It's moist. It's not wet. I don't think it's too moist. I think I could probably go ahead and load this up and smoke it now. I don't think it really needs any drying. It smells good. It's got a nice flavor. It's good. I like that smell. So I tell you what, I will go ahead and load up a bowl of Rum Flake and get it lit and get smoking through it and get about halfway through the bowl or so and come back and share my initial impressions of Gawith Hoggarth's Rum Flakes. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I decided to load up the Rum Flake in my meerschaum pipe. It's a bent Dublin with a lattice finish. You can see where the stem's coloring up nice, but the bowl's still pretty much white. But my meerschaum pipe is a dedicated aromatic pipe, and it, meerschaum's good at delivering a kind of a true, clean flavor profile. So I figured I'd give my initial impressions with my meerschaum pipe. I decided to take the flake and load it using the fold and stuff method instead of rubbing it out. And I let it sit in the bowl for about 30 minutes before I lit it up, or lit it. Took a little bit of effort to get it going though. For some reason, whenever I do the fold and stuff method with flakes, I have to put a little bit more effort into getting it lit. But once it does light, it burns nice and slow and cool, so that's good. Initially off the bat, I did get that flavor of rum and a licorice-like flavor, but it was very mild, very subtle and subdued. It wasn't a really powerful, strong, upfront rum, licorice, raisiny type of flavor. It was very mild. Didn't really get much vanilla flavor out of it. The room note was similar. I was getting, I could smell a little bit of rum sweetness in the room note. I'm about halfway down through this bowl now. At about the quarter of a bowl mark, I started getting hints of what I consider that Lakeland essence, which is kind of florally, potpourri-ish. It was kind of surprising. I wasn't expecting to get that. It kind of reminded me of that same essence that's in Gawith Hoggarth's Bob's Chocolate Flake. So maybe that's just a common, thing with all Gawith Hoggarth blends, especially their flake blends they have. No matter what the blend is, whether it's an aromatic like this or they just have a little bit of that, or maybe a lot, depending on what the blend is, a little bit of that Lakeland essence. I like it. I think it's pleasant. Some people don't like it at all, but I wasn't expecting it, so that was a little bit of a surprise. At about the halfway mark, the sweetness is, that rum licorice is pretty much gone. I don't get much of it at all. This is different. The primary difference between I'm getting in this with as compared to Samuel Gawith's Navy Flake, which is a rum top flake, is this doesn't have any latakia in it, whereas Samuel Gawith's Navy Flake does. So I'm not getting that smoky, that sweet, smoky, meaty type of taste and aroma in Gawith Hoggarth's Rum Flake like I did in the Samuel Gawith Navy Flake. This is more of a just, rum, licorice, raisiny, figgy sweetness. No smokiness because there's no latakia in it. I went over to tobaccoreviews.com and was reading a little bit of that. Let me read what tobaccoreviews.com has for the tin description, which is not on my tin. The Christmas cake of all our tobaccos, a very rich, sweet, fully flavored blend. The main feature is the high proportion of naturally sweet, sun-cured tobaccos in this blend, over 40%. Only 30% Virginia leaf, with the rest of the blend coming from burleys and dark air-cured, contribute to a strong but rewarding smoke. The whole blend is cased in maple sugars, well, I'm not really getting any maple flavor, to further enhance the natural sweetness of the sun-cured leaf, and then rounded off with a dash of rum. So that's a little different than, the sticker on the back of my tin, where it talks about rum, licorice, and vanilla. So it's not really, nearly as strong and fully flavored as I would think it would be, reading that description from tobaccoreviews.com. But it's still got, it's nice. Initial impressions are positive. So we'll see how it goes as I continue to smoke through this tin in different pipes, different days, different moods over the coming days and weeks. And when I get to the end, I'll do a follow-up on this and let you know my final thoughts on it and sum it all up. So I'll be back. Well, thanks for hanging around to the conclusion of my review of Gawith Hoggarth's Rum Flake. I'm down to my last flake or two in this tin, and I feel we're pretty comfortable about making kind of final concluding remarks about this blend. A good thing about this blend that I really like is it stayed wonderfully consistent throughout the entire tin. I smoked it on all my dedicated aromatic pipes, different times of the day. I smoked it both, with the flake rubbed out and with the flake just kind of did the fold and stuff type of method like I did in my first smoke. And regardless of how I prepared the tobacco or the pipe I smoked it in or anything, the smoking experience has stayed, consistent, wonderfully consistent. That's nice. That's kind of nice. Conversely, the bad thing about that is the first 1/4 to 1/3 of the bowl, you get that nice flavors of rum and vanilla, a little bit of vanilla, kind of that licorice, raisiny flavor, which is nice. It's pleasant, nice sweetness, good flavor. But after about 1/4 to 1/3 of the bowl, that flavoring disappears, and you're then back to that Lakeland essence, which is, again, that soapy, perfumey, kind of florally smell and taste. Now that Lakeland essence in this blend from Gawith Hoggarth is really mild. I know in some Gawith Hoggarth blends that Lakeland essence smell and taste can be really strong, almost overpowering. I think, I've never smoked this blend, but I've read that Innerdale Flake from Gawith Hoggarth is just like really heavy with that Lakeland essence. So heavy that it will ghost a pipe with that really quickly. So, but this has that essence, that Lakeland essence in this blend is really mild, and like I said earlier, I enjoy that. I kind of like that flavor taste. So, yeah, this is a good blend. It's a good aromatic. I like it. I would smoke it again. I don't think I'm going to go right out and next time I make a tobacco purchase order some more Rum Flake, because when I smoke an aromatic, I want, especially if it's an aromatic that I like, I want that flavor, whatever the flavoring may be, the sweetness and the flavor, whether it's just a straight vanilla or what, to last the entire bowl. Not, a quarter of the bowl or a half a bowl and then disappear. I want it to last the entire bowl. I don't know if that's asking too much, but I have a hard time with aromatics finding blends that can achieve that. More often than not, the flavoring, dies off within a half a bowl. So, Rum Flake from Gawith Hoggarth, it's a good blend, a nice, mild, light aromatic, has good flavoring, but it suffers from what a lot of aromatics do, in that rum, vanilla, licorice, casing, topping, whatever, disappears, and then you're left with the base tobacco. So, there you go. There's my review of, totally subjective, take it for what it's worth, not much, Gawith Hoggarth's Rum Flake. If you're interested in a rum flavored tobacco, and I would give this blend a try, especially if you're not a big fan of Latakia. That way you don't have to, try to discern the flavoring of the topping over, the smokiness of Latakia. You can just go straight to that. The rum flavor, not have to worry about the Latakia interfering with that if you're not a Latakia fan. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Smoke in peace.